Alright, this is going to be a review of the Xtrfy M4. This comes in at about 68 grams and you can buy it for $60 to $70 just like any other Xtrfy mouse. I am going to get into the onboard features. There are a few things I want to talk about before I even talk about anything about this mouse. Uh, this is an onboard mouse, so there's no software, there's none of that. It does use a 3389. And as you can see, the RGB is very bright. Xtrfy has one of the nicest implementations of RGB I've ever seen on any type of mouse. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see this actually. Maybe I can like dim my light for a second. There you go. It is one of the nicest implementations of RGB I've ever seen on a mouse. Especially with the white, it's absolutely amazing. But I don't want to get off track by that. It is a 68 gram mouse, 3389. Now, it is very aggressive. So if you don't like aggressive shapes, just click off this video. If you like mice like the G Pro Wireless, you're not gonna like this mouse already. Or if you fingertip since it's an ergo. But this is a sound test. Right and left click. Here, let me bring the cable over. Right and left click. Side buttons. Scroll wheel. Alright, so the right and left click are just normal on around 20 Ms. My right click is, also that's how you do the functions because it's on board. You have to use this button and then press like right click, or this is how to turn the RGB down. But that doesn't really matter, you'd figure it out anyway. My right click is a little bit loose. I don't know if you can hear this. But it's like a little bit loose when you tap on it. But it doesn't really matter to me. There's a little bit of pre-travel on it, as you can see. But overall, the clicks are okay. My left click is really nice, actually. Also, before I talk about the shape, one of the biggest concerns with this mouse is build quality and quality control. The build quality in this mouse is not very good. As you can hear, I do have a little bit of creaking. I don't know if you can actually hear that. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that actually. But there's a little bit of creaking when I press on the sides here. And I can press the side buttons pretty easily. And the quality control is really pretty poor with Xtrfy mice in general. You're kind of playing quality control roulette or QC roulette, where one of the mice are going to be absolutely amazing, and then the next one's going to be completely terrible. So it's really a hit or miss, 50-50 chance you're taking with the mouse. But going on to the side buttons, these side buttons are extremely nice. They're some of the nicest ergo side buttons I've ever used. My back one does have a little bit of post travel, and a little bit of pre travel, but they're so light and tactile, it doesn't matter. I've said this before, or I guess I don't know what review you're gonna see first, the M4 or the M42. Xtrfy side buttons feel just like Final Mouse side buttons, almost identical. So if you like Final Mouse side buttons, you will like these. Now the scroll wheel. My scroll wheel is a little bit loose. You can see there, but it doesn't annoy me anyway. You don't feel it being loose or anything. But the scroll wheel is in the middle of a Rockhat scroll wheel and a Final Mouse scroll wheel. It feels like you're dragging your finger through cement, not cement, syrup, maple syrup, not cement. The coating, there's really nothing to talk about there. It's just a matte coating, like a plastic coating. There's obviously a ton of holes, so if you hate holes, I would definitely recommend staying away from this mouse. So, yeah, going on to the shape. The shape is not going to be for anybody, or for everybody. It's not going to be for fingertip. You can't fingertip this, obviously, it's an ergo. I can't even palm this thing. It's definitely a claw mouse, in my opinion. Aggressive claw is a dream with this mouse, in my opinion. I loved this mouse for aggressive claw. It was almost perfect, actually. The way that the side flares here. So, It's very aggressive. Right here, you see it comes out. It's not like a rounded corner here. It's boom, and then immediately like goes. You feel it. And the back here, like, this is a very unique shape. It's definitely not going to be for everybody. You can't even actually explain how the shape feels. It's kind of like one of those shapes you kind of have to try it to feel how it feels. But when you're clawing it, it doesn't feel ergonomic. It feels ambidextrous with a right finger rest. And I really like it. It's really nice for claw. Any other grip, I just can't imagine using this mouse, though. I just can't. Feet, terrible. They need to go. For some reason, they're really scratchy. They're scratchier on this, the M4 than the M42. Maybe it's just because they're earlier. It's like an earlier, it released earlier. And the cable is just like, it's the worst implementation I've ever felt of a paracord cable, literally ever, like ever. It really needs to go. They said they won't do any more flexible because they would break too much. Flexible cables break too much apparently. So they're gonna start using this cable from now on. It's terrible. Like, it's really bad. I would rather use a Logitech rubber cable. Yeah, it's terrible. But so add like $20 on for feet and a paracord when buying this mouse. And also, these mice are not free shipping. To the US, they're $10 to $15. Just so everybody knows and is clear of that. But overall, this is a really nice mouse. If you aggressively claw or claw in general, and you do like ergonomic mice, I would 100% give this mouse a shot. There's no reason not to. It's either going to be a hate or love shape. There's no in between. None. It's hate or love. And I love it. I think it's a really, really nice mouse. But some people won't like it because it's so aggressive. But I mean, if you are interested in trying it, I would suggest just trying it. It is a very nice mouse. But that's going to be the end of this video, and peace.